Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we're back after a long hiatus of like 11 days. I have like no internet right now. Why is that? There we go. We got some internet back. Anyway, so this week we're going to talk about little tidbits of news that I found, kind of interesting, and then we're going to talk mainly about that whole 11-day trip, Coast to Con, and all the pre-con and after-con events, and some upcoming events, and they announced Coast to Con for 2017. So, yeah, we get a lot to cover. And then we'll do some show and tell stuff. And I also have a nice little video. It's like 18 minutes long, showing, pictures, video of all, a bunch of all the events combined into one. With, starting at Rye, going to Hershey, going to Highway to Hellcat, Coast to Con, Seaside Heights, Seaside Screams 9, Luna Fest 5. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's going on in the video, and I don't know why the internet is going crazy. I wonder if the children's are on the internet and they'll get their ass kicked if they are, because they know better than that. I don't know. You know how it goes. You know how it is. Little damn kids can't stay off the internet when I'm using Wi-Fi. It's get beat up, that's all. Alright, let me get off of that, and then we'll be good. Alright, so we got people. I see Luco. I see Brandon Allen watching. And I know other people are going to go, because a lot of people go, oh, it's Wednesday instead of Thursday. Usually we do it on Thursday the last few weeks because of all the crazy events and stuff going on. Damn. Wrong pipe. Damn. Damn. Maybe I'm dying over here. This is what everybody wants to watch, me cough and die on live camera. Damn.
Watch the tram car, please. Watch the tram car, please.
Yeah, get out of my way. Watch the tram car, please. Damn. Anyway, so let's start with the news and get that over and done with. So we can get to the meat and potato. Damn. I can't stop coughing. Or choking or dying, whatever you want it to be. Anyway, so something that I saw pop up, I believe it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, because I went, no! Disney Quest at Downtown Disney, whatever you want to call it, is going bye-bye. Well, it's rumored. And that's where I think I talked about it a few weeks ago, that the NBA experience was going into Downtown Disney. Well, it looks like sometime 2016 that Disney Quest will shut its doors forever. So I believe while I'm in Florida, one of them stupid days that I'm not really doing too much, go to Disney Quest for a few hours and at least take some video and pictures and stuff. So that way I can at least remember what it is and what's left and all that good stuff. I went there once, 2012. It was Devin's birthday present. He really wanted to go. That's what he wanted for his birthday while we were in Florida. And for those that don't know what Disney Quest is, they have a lot of interactive games. Like they have, I don't know how many of you had a Kinect for the 360 and, doing the raft. Well, you kind of sit in a raft and, you get a screen in front of you, go down a waterfall, it shakes, rattles, rolls, moves around and stuff. They do the make your own coaster thing. They have a Pirates of the Caribbean battle ride thing. They got a Mighty Ducks, you're in the pinball kind of thing. They have a bumper cars that shoot cannonballs, and if you hit the star on the window, it spins them around. They also have, a lot of arcade games, air hockey, all different kinds of arcade games. It's kind of expensive, but you could definitely get your money's worth out of it. If you went there say, opened and stayed for 3 or 4 hours and played games, I think you definitely get your money's worth out of the place. I mean, I liked it. I thought it was awesome. They had, a bunch of interactive stuff. They had a ton of arcade games. It was all free play. You could sit on the game for hours if you wanted to. I personally loved it. I thought it was great, but it's sad to see it. A lot of things are changing in Disney, and I don't know if it's for better or for worse. They call it the Disney way, how they do things, and I would have preferably liked to see it stay, but evidently Disney does not want to. Especially after Disney, when you go, Walt Disney World, and instead of being downtown Disney, it's going to be Disney Springs. It's changing. It's going crazy. I don't understand, the method to their madness. Maybe it's for the better. Maybe it's for the worse. I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's no date as of yet, but it's looking like sometime in 2016. So, Luca, when we go, we should just suck it up and pay the money and go and enjoy it one last time. All right, another Disney mess of things closing. And I don't know what... It seems Hollywood Studios is going through a major change. They've already lost the tram ride thing, the backlot ride. The American Idol experience is gone. The Sorcerer's gigantic 100-foot-something hat is gone. They've kind of revamped the movie ride, but it didn't really change any scenes. Just changed a little bit on the inside. I guess the pre-show and whatever's different. So the next thing to go, which I found weird because it's the Magic of Disney Animation. It's closing July 12th. In that building, that's where they do a lot of the character meet and greets, especially for whatever the new cartoon is. Whatever characters are going to be bringing into the park. I've been in there twice in the 2 different years that I've been, and the first time I saw some characters from Up. Plus they have like the Sorcerer Mickey, and then they do the Incredibles. And then the next time that I went, I saw Wreck-It Ralph and the little girl that I forgot what the hell her name is, the Glitch. They were inside it. And let me tell you, it was, it's cool. The lines are long, but they seem to move pretty good. It's a great way to see characters, especially ones that you like. Who doesn't like Sorcerer Mickey, and who doesn't like the Incredibles, and who doesn't like, from the characters that I saw, Up, and then I saw Wreck-It Ralph and all that. It's definitely cool, to see that. So I'm hoping that there's gonna be some new experience that's put inside there. So I don't know what they're doing, but the art gallery, the animation art gallery next door, is gonna remain open until late August. So for those that are going, if you're going before then, make sure you check it out, because whatever is there now is going bye-bye. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I guess the old stuff does die eventually, Plus, at some point, Hollywood Studios is getting another name change. This will be the third one, because it started out with MGM, then it went to Hollywood Studios, and we don't know what the new name is going to be. So, who knows? Craziness in Disney, in Walt Disney World, is happening all the time. Now, here's something that I saw that I thought was neat. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, or maybe during CoasterCon it was announced, but the ride manufacturer Huss, for those that love the Enterprise, such as myself, it seems that they've created a new version called the Enterprise G20. It does the same maneuver, but it also, instead of just doing this, it'll flip up and then spin like this as well. It's open air instead of being in that, that weird car that it sits in. You can sit two side by side, and it looks kind of interesting, and I hope a park near me gets it. I didn't see any video. I just saw pictures of it. I'd kind of like to see what it does and how it maneuvers. There could be video on it. I haven't seen it. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? 2 more little tidbits of news, and then we get into the good stuff. Speaking of Enterprise, Lake Compounds is announcing something on July 10th. So next week we'll find out what their announcement. There's a nice box sitting outside the Enterprise. Now, could this be the Enterprise leaving? Maybe they're going to get rid of it and put the new one in. Maybe they're just going to get rid of it and put something else in. But there is an announcement going on July 10th. So we'll find that out then. And be sure we will cover that. Now, the last tidbit of little news before I get into everything. Six Flags New England 4th of July schedule of things. If you bring a can of Coke, July 3rd, 4th, and or 5th, from 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., you can get exclusive ride time on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, with that, your ERT on Friday is going to be Wicked Cyclone, New England Sky Screamer, and Bumper Cars. Saturday, 4th of July, you'll get Bizarro, Gotham City Gauntlet, Catwoman's Whip, Thunderbolt, and Scream. And Sunday's exclusive ride time is going to be Batman, Mind Eraser, Teacups, and Crime Wave. So just bring a can of Coke. Between those times, get in early and get some exclusive ride time before the park opens. Coke is also going to hold their first ever pool party in Hurricane Harbor. There's going to be contests like Coke can stacking. There's going to be dance contests. There's going to be free Zumba lessons. On the site, there's going to be an on-site DJ. And then every night, starting on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, at 9:30 p.m., there's going to be fireworks. And the park's open till 10. And it's like a 15-minute show of fireworks. And so if you're looking for some fireworks at a fun place, then there you go. I mean, I know a lot of parks are doing fireworks. There's no shortage of fireworks for anybody. No matter where you go, no matter what park you go to, they all got them. I mean, I don't know about Canopy and Lake Compounce, but I know Six Flags New England does, and I'm sure Great Adventure does, and I know King's Dominion and Busch Gardens, and the list goes on and on. If you're looking for fireworks, you're not going to find a shortage of it. The weather's supposed to be pretty damn good, so you shouldn't luck out this year. Because last year, I went away for the 4th, and it's just so happened to be, what do you call it? It rained out. So 4th of July was a washout. It downpoured, but where I was, it wasn't. I was down at Busch Gardens in Williamsburg, and before you know it, I'm watching. I'm in a nice hot sunshine. I get fireworks. People are mad at me because I'm having a time of my life while they're all sitting in the house, with downpouring rain. So I don't know what to tell you on that one. All right, so let's get into the meat and potatoes. This is why the few of you that are watching came to watch. And then those that watch it after, because I screwed everybody up with doing a Wednesday. But it is 4th of July weekend, and I'm going away again. So let's talk about it. So, 2 Thursdays ago, I ventured out, me and Jeremy. We had a me and Jeremy day. No amigos, no nobody, just me and Jeremy. I wanted one day that I could spend with my son. No offense to anybody, Luco, Tony May, nobody. I just wanted to have one day, just me and him, just having a ball. And we did. I've only been to ride one other time, and he's never been. Matter of fact, all the parks we went to, he's never been to. So this was a whole new ball of wax for him. So he picked up a lot of credits on this trip. We rode Dragon Coaster a few times. We rode everything at least 3-4 times. There was really no lines. Everything pretty much was a walk-on. We had lunch. I took him to the boardwalk, which in fact was where they filmed the ending of Big, the movie Big with Tom Hanks, on that boardwalk when he wanted to be little again instead of being big. Wanted to be a kid again. So, it's... he had his experience. He had his fun. He loved a lot of the rides. And his thing now is when he likes a ride, he calls it Cheetos. He loves it. He says it's Cheetos. And now if he doesn't like it, it's called stale Cheetos. So I didn't notice any stale Cheeto rides. And there was a lot of rides I didn't think he wanted to ride. And he rode them. He was like, Dad, I want to ride this. I want to ride that. We just kept riding and riding and riding. And it was good. It was fun. He had a blast, and he was extremely happy, and he had a lot of fun. So, So then after we rode the hell, we rode the flume. They got a pretty cool flume. We rode all the coasters. We rode the three dock rides. Well, one of them's like a boat ride. For those that have been to Kennywood or Six Flags over Texas, it's a boat ride in a boat indoor dock ride. And, steam the trolls and stuff. It's cool. I liked it. We rode it 3 or 4 times. Jeremy absolutely loved it. It was great. Jeremy had a blast. And that's what this trip was all about. Everybody having fun. We all had fun. And that's all that mattered. So after Rye, we met up with the rest, with the crew. And we drove down to Hershey so we could get to Hershey for the next day. And that was Ace Day at Hershey. Now, I'd been to one myself with Luco about 2 years ago, which was my first time at Hershey Park, and I love Hershey. Big park, a lot of great rides, a lot of great coasters, some awesome flats. We rode a bunch of stuff, ate some great food. We got to try out laugh tracks. We had ERT on, Wildcat, Lightning Racer, laugh tracks, and they actually threw in the mouse because there was a lot of people, so they threw in the mouse. So we rode all that. We had, great rides. I loved them. I thought Laugh Tracks was actually unique. I was hoping it spun a little bit more than it did, but the theming inside, well done with what I call glow-in-the-dark paint or whatever they used. I thought it was a great ride. For what it was, I loved it. I thought it was unique. I thought it was different. It's definitely a very good, well fit for the park. So they definitely hit a home run with that. I mean, the only thing I wish is that the cars spun a little bit more. But other than that, I mean, it gave a great ride. It wasn't rough. It was a hell of a lot of fun. I had fun both times I rode it. I thought it was great. It was just one of the, if you're there, go ride it. Try to get it there early in the morning because the line gets ridiculous. The entire queue fills and spills out of the queue. But I guess the whole thing full is an hour. So I guess it's not too bad, but still. If it's hot, I don't want to be waiting in an hour-long line. When it's hot, I become a cranky baby. And then I stop wanting to wait in line. I just can't deal with being stuck in a line, sweating, and being hot. That's me. I guess that's my little quirk, that probably people hate. But at least I'm aware of my little quirk and my little thing that I don't like. And also, another funny story. What was it? Thursday night, I go to take a shower in a hotel, and what did I forget to bring? Underwear. I did not bring any underwear. So, after Hershey, we stopped at a 24-hour Walmart, and I grabbed a whole bunch so I didn't run out. So yeah, that's the ha laugh on me kind of thing. So I don't know. I actually had 2 bags side by side, and I threw the underwear in the wrong one. I don't know. That's my little TMI for everybody. But the food, it was food. Hamburgers, hot dogs, potato chips. I'm sure there was something else. I don't know what it was. It was ice cream, soda. But I think I threw the picture in this. We stopped for basically dinner and had I got these cheese fries with bacon and ranch dressing on them. It was phenomenal. It was great. It was amazing. So needless to say, I had a great time. Jeremy had a great time. I think we all did. I think in the end, I think that whole week was great. It was great to see him happy. I mean, he had some meltdowns here and there throughout the week, but, it was definitely unique. And for those that have never been to Hershey, you definitely need to get there. It's just one of these cool places. There's not many places I would go, wow, you got to go there. There's not a lot, if you notice, that I preach and go, you got to go, you got to go, you got to go. Hershey is definitely one of them. And there's a lot of parks like that, Knoebels and Maurice Pier, and there's a lot of places. Kennywood. There's a lot of places I say you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. All right, so we leave there, and then we go to. Well, we wake up in the morning, and we actually the next morning, Saturday morning, and we went to this place called Indian Echo Caverns. So, I had never been in a cavern before, so I wanted to check. Tony and May were like, "Hey, let's go here." I'm like, "All right, cool, check it out." And I actually liked it. It was nice and cool down there. It was fascinating. It wasn't a huge cavern by any means. I guess that's what they said. I guess there's bigger ones. I had fun. I liked it. It was just something different to kind of chill out, relax, see something different. Something that, you don't get to see every day. I see amusement parks all the time. This was something I've never seen before, and I thought it was actually pretty cool. So then we left there, we got lunch, and then we headed off to Clementon Park in New Jersey to go to Highway to Hellcat 3. And with that, we were there to ride Hellcat. Now, I don't know what to say. If they say don't say, if you got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Well, I'm going to roll with that because I don't have nice things to say. The event itself was good. Brett spent his own money and he cooked us hot dogs, gave us water. It's a cute little place. I guess it used to be better back in the day. I don't know. They had some rides. Not a lot of rides, but they had some rides. And we rode the Egyptian theme yo-yo and rode their fireball and rode the Ferris wheel. The flume was down. I rode, Hellcat 2 or 3 times. And that might have been 2 or 3 times too many. I know they're working on it, so I'm sure it's going to be better. Because you could tell that they retract some of it. So, I don't know. There was some people that just were gun-ho with it and just kind of rode the hell out of it. And then we left there, and then we went to the hotel we were staying at for a few days. As we started CoasterCon. Now, for those that don't know what CoasterCon is, CoasterCon consists of Sunday to Friday events at at least 2 parks, sometimes 3 or 4, depending upon the area. Well, this year was, the first stop was Six Flags Great Adventure, and the second stop was Storybook Land on Wednesday morning, and then Wednesday afternoon night was Maurice Pietro Friday afternoon. So we start with, now here's the one thing, I only have one complaint, well, 2 complaints about CoasterCon. Maybe we were spoiled with the Paul Blick era. But, and you may think it's a stupid complaint. I don't know. But one thing that I was actually looking forward to was opening and closing ceremonies. And there wasn't one. I don't know if I sound entitled or not. I'm trying not to. It was just, I actually looked forward to that. It wasn't about gifts or ERT or anything like that. It was, I like that because when you have the opening ceremonies and then, I'm used to Paul Blick coming out all amped and howdy, and, getting everybody, amped up and crazy for CoasterCon. And I get in there, people are sitting, and there was nothing going on. They would start talking and stuff. And I don't know if that's just the new regime change, the new offices in Ace. I don't know what that is. It was just weird because, I'm used to, there's a closing celebration, an opening celebration, and it wasn't there. So, to me, it didn't feel like con in the beginning. It felt like riding of the bull on steroids. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all, because I love riding of the bull. So, but it just felt weird. The food, again, I'm not a big fancy food kind of guy. That's not me. I'm happy with the norm. I didn't really eat much that night. I didn't eat much for the lunch or whatever it was for the taco thing. I'm so sick of the tacos and all that taco crap. I wish it would go away. It's like, sound like the Turtles. The other food, people were loving the food, and I know I'm in the minority when it comes to that. It's just me being, picky, and, that's me. I'm just a picky eater, and for me, for that food that they had, I can't even remember. The only thing I remember was the mashed potatoes, and I had some crackers or something. Well, that was another night. No, that was Maurice Pier. But again, I'm like a simple kind of, and I know con is more than just me. It's everybody for the same love for the same thing, And for me, the food was kind of sucky. But that's my opinion. I know people were ranting and raving about the food and said it was fantastic. And I know you can't please everybody, and that's fine. I'm not upset about that. I still ate stuff, so whatever's whatever. They did have... Was it the first morning? Was eggs and bacon and stuff? Oh, maybe another part. I don't know where the hell I was. No, I think it was there. I don't know. Everything kind of meshes together. But the food was all right, you know. So, you know, we had the ERT on rides. Jeremy hit 100 during ERT on the first night on King Dakar. There was a lot of, you know, there was a lot of cool things that went on. You know, it was awesome. It was just, like I said, my complaints were really the food and the opening, closing ceremonies. But that's just because I'm picky. You know, I can't, you know, I'm not into that fancy stuff. That was like Fury 325 Media Day. I thought the food was god-awful. And then other people were like, it's the greatest food on the planet of the earth, oh my God. Blah, blah, blah. But I thought it was awful. I barely ate. But that's me. So once we left, things to note. I did not bring them in here. I don't know why. But the first night for dinner, they did give us Christmas ornaments. We took one of each for me and my kid. One was the white Bengal tiger Christmas ornament, and then the other one was the circle one that said Holiday in the Park. You know, because they had it decorated like Christmas to, you know, advertise for Holiday in the Park that's coming to Great Adventure this year. And I didn't bring the sunglasses that they gave for breakfast. Damn. But it's sunglasses that said Costa Con 38 on them, which were pretty cool. Luco, you'd eat your own arm if you could. You know, put a little mayonnaise and mustard on it and just eat it. You eat everything, Lugo. I don't. I'm a picky guy. You know, I don't eat green vegetables, and unless you count lettuce as a green vegetable. You know, I'm a meat and potato kind of guy. Give me some meat. Give me some mashed potatoes. Give me some corn, and I'm happy. That's all. You could feed me that every night, and I would be happy. I'll make their life easy. Just give me mashed potatoes, corn, and a steak, or some meatloaf or something every night. I'd be happy. But, so we go to Storybook Land. Now, it's, you know, for those that have never been there, but have been to Storyland in New Hampshire, they're kind of the same. You know, they have Bubbles the coaster, and they have a little house blown out Bubbles, which is cool. It's a nice little place. If you like that storybook feel, I thought it was great. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was just going to be quick, get a Bubbles, and, you know, stay for the little gift they gave us, which was a little cup and a free refill, and a little bag of either popcorn or Cheez-Its. It was cool. Oh, they had a lanyard, too, inside the cup that said Storybook Land. And I seen all the new parks. I buy Christmas ornaments and stuff like that. I love Christmas ornaments from parks. I'm big into that.
Watch the tram car, please. Watch the tram car, please. Watch the tram car, please.
So once we left there like, what, 1:30-ish? Then we headed to Maurice Pier. So that part of it. Now, let me tell you, I went to Maurice Pier in 2013, and I fell in love with this place. That it's unique, it's different, it's tacky, it's weird, it's awesome. Neon lights, LED crazy light things, they got awesome rides, they got awesome coast. The place just saw the boardwalk is like 2 miles long. There's all kinds of food and crazy crap going on. It's an awesome place to be. I love it. Now, to let you know, see, this is where I feel, and please don't hate me, people, when I say this. I feel Maurice Pier stole the con. They stole the con. Now, I'm waiting for people to shoot me and stuff for that. But when we went to registration for CoasterCon, Maurice gave us this bag, and it had a beach towel in it. Let's see if I can open this up and you guys can see it. But yeah, to say like Maurice Pier, CoasterCon, blah blah blah. Now we saw these towels without the CoasterCon on them, and they retail for $40 there, so that's pretty neat. So it was cool. There was also this beach ball. They had, the lanyard inside. They had this wristband, snap bracelet USB for free on-ride photos for the whole time, which was awesome. But also it came with this booklet, and it explained what everything did. You had your wristband in it, and then you were going to get a cup for free refills. They had, all kinds of stuff. And what we got, things that were included was 15% off food and beverage locations at Maury's Pier and beachfront water parks, 20% off retail at Artbox, Kong and Company in the Maury's store. You got extreme rides. Unlimited the whole time you were there, not just for ERT. So you could do Sky Coaster and the Screaming Swings and the Slingshot and the... What the hell is that? I call it Vominator. The Skyscraper. You got everything. You got go-karts. The High Flyer included in your con wristband. Yeah, and some of the rides had ride videos, and those were free. We basically had the run of the park, and that's what it says in here. Where does it say it in here? Oh, it says additional benefits and perks just for you. We're basically giving you the run of the place. It says it right here. They threw out the red carpet and then some. Some other gifts that they gave, like the last day, the last breakfast. We were the first people to get these. They are going to sell these, but we got them first. It's a vintage Coaster Collection shot glasses. The Great Nor'easter, the Great White, and Sea Serpent. They also gave us this, and before I forget, Great Adventure did give us everybody a copy of the group photo. But, nonetheless, they gave us this awesome frame. Maury's Pier, Coaster Con 38, American Coast Enthusiast 2015. And my kid right there, he's one of the eyes because they did 35, 38. And I'm in there somewhere. Oh, I see my fat stomach laying around there. But regardless, it's just the nice little touches that they give. I don't know how Con's going to be next year, but Con is at Six Flags St. Louis in Holiday World. And Holiday World was there. We saw them. They were giving everybody lanyards, Thunderbird lanyards, and just showing off the ride and, talking it up and getting excited for Con. And another thing they gave at the, when you left the opening beach party, they had a green bag and this box. And when you open the box, there was this. There was a piece of the actual boardwalk. This is authentic reclaimed Wildwoods boardwalk, Maury's Pier, and beachfront water parks. So they gave us this. It came, when they were redoing the boards or whatever. It's chunks of wood that they did that with, which is cool. It's nice to have that, and it's probably got termites or something on it, so that's cool. But yeah, and then they gave us, when we got to the beach party, they gave us the cup. So it says Coaster Con 38 with the dates on it. It's a nice cup. I'm just going to wash it, and then I'm going to just put it on the shelf with my other Coaster Con cups. I never drink out of them again. I just collect them. It's a cool touch, cool idea. I love it. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely love it. All right, so with Maury's Pier and all that, they had a sand sculpture of the logo of Coaster Con. They've had, what else did they have? Oh, they had a live band playing and all that good stuff. There was just a lot going on. There was ERT galore, except Thursday night's ERT got rained out, but we did manage to score a great white ride in the pouring rain right before they shut it down. We got the last ride. And let me say, I was soaked. And then I go in the Artbox store and spend like $80. So yeah, soaking wet, spending $80 on art. So yeah, that was. So I know I'm not really going in great detail, but it was awesome. And then the video I'm going to show is just going to show a lot of awesomeness. I can't. Words just don't do it justice. Seeing it does. I got my kid on the skyscraper, and that freaked him out. He didn't really care for that all too much. So, hey, it is what it is. We also, after that, then we drove out. We left Maury's at, I don't know, 8 o'clock at night or so. And we drove, when we stayed at the Aztec Hotel, which was the same hotel that we stayed at for Tony and May's wedding. And then, we did Seaside Screams 9. And the rain held off quite a bit. It did rain on and off, and it did kill the second part of the trip that was kind of unplanned. We did Seaside Screams. It's for those that don't know Casino Pier, that was when Hurricane Sandy hit. The roller coaster fell in the water. Well, they're open. They've been open since then. They're putting new rides. They're going to be expanding the pier sideways instead of out into the ocean. They are going to, add stuff. It's a nice little place to go, and for $20, you couldn't beat it because they were giving free skyscraper rides, and that's $20 itself. I mean, I didn't do it, but I rode it. I rode the air race. I rode the coasters. And we got like the Guinness Book of World Records longest Music Express rides. It was like 3 or 4 songs. It was like a 10-minute ride on the Music Express. It was crazy. We just kept going and going and going. I'm like, is this thing ever gonna stop? So it was cool. And then we left there, and then we went to Jenkinson's Boardwalk. Unfortunately, we only be able to get one credit and not both because it started pouring and they shut it down. Then they shut the park down. So we were in the arcade playing Wizard of Oz coin pusher game. And then we went to their fun house, which is pretty damn cool. So if you ever go to Jenkinson's Boardwalk, check out the fun house. But the cool thing about the boardwalk there, when you went to where the rides are, the wristband from Seaside Screams got you all the rides there. So that was pretty damn cool. So much props out to Jenkinson's Boardwalk for doing that. So we definitely got our money's worth out of that $20 wristband and then some. It was pretty awesome, get to ride the Flitzer roller coaster. We rode the train, and we rode the bumper cars twice. There was like 1 million people just banging into it. They were slow as hell, but it was still fun. Still fun. So the next day, that night we go back to Tony and May's house, wake up, and go to Coney Island. I love Coney. It's expensive, but I love Coney. But the event for $68, it got me, I got 2 rides on Cyclone during ERT, and those are $9 a whack. I got a ride on Thunderbolt, which was $10. Cyclone did go down after ERT sometime. We got the 4-hour wristband, which is $35, and for $12 we got one ride on the Wonder Wheel. We did one on the Spookorama, and we did one on the bumper cars, and then we did a kiddie coaster at Fedino's Land. We rode the hell out of the thing. We got a lunch with hamburgers and hot dogs, and I was fine with that. That makes me happy. Again, I'm not into the crazy fancy food, so that worked for me. So we got ERT, we got rides that we can use again on Cyclone and whatnot. So no worries there. And then after that, we did the freak show that they have down in Coney. We did we ate at Nathan's. We did some shopping. We did the Flume ride. We did the Tickler. We did all the coasters in Luna. It was definitely a fun 11 days, 11 days, whatever it was. My brain's still on vacation time, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I had a blast with my kid. I had a blast with all my friends, with Tony and May and Luco and Dave and Jody. I had a blast. It was fun. It was amazing. And I wouldn't, again, change it for anything in the world. So let me pull up the video. You can watch my lovely long-ass video that I created. I need to add it. Hang on, I gotta add the video. I don't know why it's not. I don't know what happened to the video. Here's a video. get some ice cream?
Yeah.
Get some ice cream.
Now this is a pussy. Yeah!
This is Houston. Say again, please. Houston, we have a problem. We have a problem. This is Houston. Say again, please. Houston, we have a problem. 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 Problem.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, a whole 18-minute and 1-second video of everything mixed. I mean, there's still stuff I didn't put in there. There's still stuff I didn't even pull off. I was just slapping this thing together really fast. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. I see people made some nice comments about it and enjoyed it and all that. Yeah, it was definitely fun. Jeremy definitely could not handle, Wednesday night we had exclusive ride time to 2 a.m. and 1 o'clock. I don't know yet. But on the 3rd is Thrill Fest at King's Dominion in Virginia. And on the 4th is Celebrate America at Six Flags America. One I have to go to on the 10th is Phoenix Fall Fun Fest. November 21st, Smoky Mountain Coaster Fest at Dollywood. That's a must-go-to event. December 5th. I can't believe we're already getting in this late in the season. It's like the summer season's almost gone. We're already in July. What the hell happened? Also next we have on December 5th, a Christmas Storybook Land event. December 6th, Winter Adventure at Great Adventure. December 12th, Coasting Through the Snow. And then the next event that's scheduled after that they have so far is CoasterCon from June 19th to June 24th in St. Louis at Six Flags, and also Holiday World in Indiana. Now, they did announce